All right, Swinging a Drive presented by New England Ford Dealers. The news today that Campbell had signed the extension coming less than a day after the official announcement of Garrett Crochet's extension. He is taking the mound tonight, his second start as a member of the Red Sox. Let's get more from Baltimore. Our Clubhouse Insider brought to you by JB Sash & Door. Energy-saving Marvin windows. Visit jbsash.com. Rob Bradford joining us. And Rob, you had the note at the end of last week that they came very close before that first start for the Red Sox. Then we felt once he made that start, the talks would be over and they'd resume in the offseason. But it sounds like they were close enough that both sides realized, let's just make it the final step and get this done.
Yeah, I don't think exactly, TC. When I heard him say that, it sort of piqued my interest because leading up to that, the narrative was they weren't close. He didn't think he was going to get a deal done. But when he says they were close and it came down to the deadline at midnight, you're like, oh, wow, that's really, really close. And sure enough, even Craig Breslow said at the day of opening day, they weren't talking. He was being respectful of that self-imposed deadline. But when you are that close, it was too good an opportunity to pass up. They went back, they talked to him, and it closed that gap, which evidently wasn't a big gap to close.
And now with the news of Campbell getting locked up, you start to get a sense of what the core of this team will be going forward. Brian Bayo was part of that. He signed an extension last year. Now he's working his way back. He threw a rehab yesterday. They're really happy with how the ball came out of his hand.
Yeah, we forget how good this kid can be. He went through some bumps in the road last year. But when we've seen him at his best, there's a reason why they signed him an extension. There was a reason why they identified this kid as a piece of the foundation. And I think that in this game, we're starting to be reminded of what is going on here. He's in a better place this year, I think, a more confident place, even despite being delayed because of that injury. But I think Bayo is a guy that nobody was really talking about in spring training because he was hurt. But they're going to be talking about him pretty quick in a hurry because of performances like this one.
And speaking of rehabbing pitchers, Lucas Giolito is expected to go 3 innings for against the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp for the Woo Sox tonight. How close is Giolito to ramping up and being able to return?
Listen, when you're going up against the Jumbo Shrimp, you know as speaking from experience, when the Jumbo Shrimp are close, then you know good things are not that far away. So I think that with Giolito, he felt good. He was frustrated because he felt good almost immediately after that hamstring injury, but they had to draw him back. And once you draw back in spring training, you have to play catch-up in terms of the throwing program. I think with both these guys, it's going to be still a couple weeks because it got to amp up to the 5-6 inning range. But the good thing is, out when the van was pulling away in Fort Myers, both those guys, health-wise, were feeling about 100% heading into their rehab assignments.
Good news indeed, as they will get some of that pitching depth back sooner rather than later. Rob, good stuff. Thank you. That's Rob Bradford. At Camden Yards in Baltimore, Red Sox are there. They will be home on Friday, opening day. We've got a preview of what's new at the ballpark when we come back.